Okay, friends, this is going to be a preliminary instructional video on how to play What a Friend We Have in Jesus, which is a country gospel song, which is the kind of music that I grew up on. I still love. I went to church and listened to it and fell in love with it years ago. And this is a request from a niece and a nephew who wanted to start learning how to play some rhythm guitar and learn some real basic stuff. Okay, you'll see a capo that I've got on the second fret there. That's another lesson, but you can just ignore that. That is one of the things that we'll have to teach, where the capo will change your keys or help you hold the strings down. Some people think that's what it does, but basically it just changes the keys so you can play songs in the key that you learned them in. Okay, and first thing is, God bless you for coming to this channel and to learn this little song. And I'll play a little bit of it just to get started, and then I'll start out on basic guitar instruction. What a friend we have in Jesus, all our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. Peace we often forfeit. Oh, what needless pain we bear. All because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. Now, I played the chorus to that in one verse, so we can start learning from there. But where I want to start with is the names of the strings. We'll start with first, and then we'll go ahead and show the chords to the song. That way you can start practicing how to stay in tune to that, and showing the construction of the chords to the song. So the top string here is the we'll just start with the name of the strings. So the strings are E, A, D, G, B, and E, which would be the high E, and this is the low E, even though this looks higher up on the guitar. But anyway, it helps to know the names of the strings when you're tuning the guitar. We will go through the tuning of the guitar as we're able. As you're watching this video, you get a tuner like this. This is an old one, but you turn it on and it's a digital, and I don't know if you can see it, but you play a string and he'll have a hand, and digital hand that leads it towards the middle, and you want to be center of that, which is 440 tune. So anyway, we'll just go ahead and start with the chords to the song. and make this a short video to start with for beginners. Okay, we're going to ignore this capo, and the this is going to be like the nut here. This is the nut. This little white thing right here is the nut, and this is this capo is going to be just like the nut. So this would be the first fret. Okay. So anyway, you go to the second fret, put your finger on the third string, which is the G string, but your pointer finger, your middle finger will go on the this is the second fret for both of them. They're going to be on the bottom string, which is the high E string, and then your ring finger will go on the B string, which is the second string of the third fret, so that it looks like this. So this goes on the third string, second fret. Middle finger goes on the bottom string, which is the second fret also, and the ring finger goes on the second string, third fret. Okay. I was playing a little kickoff tune a while ago, like this. Oops, that's not it. Let's see. We're not going to learn that today. We are going to learn the chords to the song, which there are three chords, and this would be the number one chord. Okay, this is the D. You got your number one is D, which is 1, E, F, and G, which is your 4 chord. Well, it's going to be our second chord. It's going to be the first change. We're going to call this the first change, and then A is the 5th chord, but it's actually going to be the second change. Okay, so you got your D, which is the first chord, and the G, which is the first change, and back to D, and then there's the second change, which is A. That's called your 5 chord. You can call it the third chord if you want, but according to the theory and the chord progression, these people that play these songs go in. They call this the 1, the 4, and the 5. Okay, so that's how you make the D chord sound. When you're strumming, you're supposed to there's a 4th string there, which is the D. Supposed to that's your bass string. So you can hit that string when you start out. They go just like that, strum just lightly. In no sense beating the guitar to death or playing hard and making it sound worse because you don't have your fingers down right here. That's another thing. When you do this, practice playing the D chord, and then go down through the strings and try to make every one of them sound out. If you don't have that, then you just don't have them pressed down hard enough, or your touch. It's got to be pressed all the way to the fretboard, and or you're touching other strings. That's the reason they don't sound good. There'll be other people in your family that can show you how to make a chord and show you how to make it sound good. If you have any questions, just let me know. Then okay, we're going to go to G. That's your D. So we're going to go to G now. This is the 3rd fret. This is your 3rd fret. So you want to put your middle finger here. And then your pointer finger goes on the 2nd fret, 5th string. So you got 6 and 5. That's where you're at so far. And then if you can get your ring finger all the way down to the bottom string, the E, the high E string I call it. It's the high E string because it sounds high, and that's where it is in the key. Okay, so we're playing in the key of D, but this is your 2nd chord. So you will play that chord. And, you know, try to arch your fingers and get this. It'd take a while to get this chord, but when you get it, it'll be awesome. So, and then you just, this is your low note right here, bass note. So this is the G bass note. This is so. And then back to D. You hit your D string, which is your 4th string, and then strong, just lightly, twice. And then we have one more chord. There's 3 chords in this song, and it is the A chord. So the A chord starts on the D string, 4th string, and then the 3rd string, and all in the 2nd fret. So it's D, G, and the B strings. So if you get all 3 fingers in there like that, and then that 1 fret, or in my family, we basically just bar this. It's B-A-R-R-E. Bar those with 1 finger or the middle finger, whichever. You can switch off. And then you could even use your 2nd finger on the bottom string right next to it on the 3rd fret and make it an A7. You can go A7 or A, or just A. I usually use my ring finger on that string when I use it. Okay, and here is the chord progression. What a friend we have in Jesus. All our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. So, we'll play it one more time. That'll be the end of this one. What a friend we have in Jesus. Now I'm on the G. Back to, before I get ready to sing again, back to D. All our sins and griefs to bear. I'm on A. Now I stay there till I get ready to sing. Then I go, what a privilege to carry. Back on this first change, it was just G. And back to D. Everything to God and end with the D. So that's the only verse, which is kind of like the chorus there in this song, country gospel song. I'm gonna play for this lesson. This is lesson number 1.